Johnny, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So today I'm going to be doing the Ride or Die makeup tag. This tag was recently started by Miss Jaclyn Hill here on YouTube, and so many of you guys have asked me to do it. I don't think I was actually tagged, but I don't really care. I'm gonna do it anyways because you guys want to see it. So this is a tag filled with all of your top favorite Ride or Die Holy Grail makeup products. I will go through every single category of your makeup, and there is also a perfume at the end that Jaclyn threw in. So let's go ahead and get started. I will say that my answers to these questions were so incredibly easy. If you guys have followed my channel for a while, you guys have definitely seen all of these products shown before. I don't think you guys will find any surprises in here. These are my holy grails. A lot of them have been for years and years and years. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. The first category we have is primer, and my Ride or Die face primer is the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Foundation Primer. This is what the little mini tube looks like. I do have a couple backup full-size tubes, but I found that it's actually cheaper to buy the mini tubes than it is to buy the full-size tube price per ounce. I really love this primer. I do have really big pores, especially in this area. I do have very oily skin. It does secrete a lot of oil, and I have found that this not only masks my enlarged pores right in around my nose and on my forehead and stuff, but it also really helps control the oil on my skin. This isn't necessarily supposed to be an oil control primer, but I found that it does it. I've gone and used foundations without this primer, and I have definitely noticed my foundation breaking up throughout the day. So I really do feel like this works, and it is my Ride or Die. Ride or Die foundation. This is going to be absolutely no surprise. I did do a full video talking about how this is my holy grail foundation. It is the MAC Prolongwear foundation, the one that comes with the pump in the glass bottle. The shade I have is NC45. It's the shade I am in all MAC foundations. Honestly, this foundation is the only one that holds up on my super oily skin. I love the finish. I love the formula. It's not heavy. It's not cakey. It's not greasy. It's practically waterproof. It's definitely smudge proof. If you don't have super oily skin, you don't even need to set this. This stuff just looks amazing. I love it. Ride or Die without a doubt. My Ride or Die concealer would definitely have to be the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I love this stuff. The shade I wear is medium dark warm, and it is an awesome product. I know so many people love this. So many people talk about it. I believe this was actually Jaclyn's favorite concealer, her Ride or Die as well, and for very good reason. It has really great coverage, but it's not heavy. It's not cakey. I wear this shade under my eyes, and it's amazing. It just brightens everything up. Amazing stuff. I will never be without this. My Ride or Die face powder has to be the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. Once again, love it. I know it's talked about so much on YouTube, but you get this giant tub. I have used this for so many months, and I use this religiously, and I'm not even close to finishing this up. I mean, I don't even know if I'm halfway done with this. There is so much product in here. It's a great powder. It really is pretty much translucent. If you really cake it on, you can tell a little bit of white cast, but even on my tan complexion, I don't have any problem. Just use it sparingly. You really don't need a lot, and this will go such a long way. I love it. Now, Jaclyn also included the category of Ride or Die under eye setting powder, and I do love using this Laura Mercier translucent powder under my eyes as well. If this is what I'm using to set my whole face, which is what I use like 90% of the time, I use this under my eyes as well, no problems. But if I'm using, say, like a powder foundation or a different powder to set all over my face, I will go in with my Nars Translucent Crystal Loose Setting Powder, and I will use this under my eyes. This is a really great loose powder as well. For some reason, I found that loose powders really work amazingly to set your under eyes. I don't know what it is, but it works so much better than any pressed powder I've ever used. And this one is even more finely milled and even more just luxurious feeling than the Laura Mercier. I will use it all over my face if it's the first thing my hand grabs in my collection, but I prefer to use this just under my eyes and use the Laura Mercier everywhere. Ride or Die blush. This is going to be a major throwback. If you guys watched any of my first videos, and I'm talking like 6 years ago when I was in my house on my bed using my webcam, I talked about this blush. It is MAC Gingerly Blush. I love this. I mean, I just absolutely am head over heels in love with this blush. It is the best, very, very neutral, very understated blush that still looks like you're wearing a little something, but it's not gonna clash with any eye look or any lip product. It is just my go-to. I have this giant dip in this blush, and I'm sure I'm gonna hit pan someday. Ride or Die bronzer. Now, I'm not a major bronzer person, but recently I found this product, and if you guys look in the what I'm wearing section in the description box, I write what I'm wearing, all my makeup that I'm wearing in every single video. You guys will notice that more often than not, I am wearing this guy. This is the Sephora brand. It's their MicroSmooth Baked Bronzer Duo, and it's in the shade Spicy Heat. So basically what you're getting is like an illuminator or a highlighter and then this bronzer. And this bronzer is everything I have ever wanted. It is really, really warm. So if you are not of a warm complexion, I don't know if this will work for you. It's practically orange, but on my skin, which does have a very, very strong orangey base to it, this looks really nice. It doesn't look ashy at all. It really just kind of warms up the complexion without necessarily making me look darker or more tan, which isn't always what I want because I'm already pretty tan, but this is just a really, really pretty color. And I don't know if you guys can tell the dip that I have, but I feel like I'm gonna run out of this side really soon, and I will continue to repurchase, even though I'm only using half of it because I love this. Ride or Die highlighter. This was actually surprisingly easy for me to pick. If you guys know how many highlighters I own, it's insane. So the fact that I was actually able to just name one, this is the highlighter I would immediately repurchase if I ever ran out of it, or if it got lost or stolen, I would 110% repurchase the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Opal. I know it's like so oversaid, everybody talks about it. It feels like it's one of those overhyped products, but it's not. This is a product that genuinely, in my opinion, deserves the hype. You guys have all seen this before. I mean, this is nothing new to YouTube. This is nothing new to my channel. I've loved this for years. I highly recommend it, and it's my Ride or Die. Ride or Die mascara. This one, again, surprisingly easy for me to pick. You guys know I love Covergirl mascaras. I do use some high-end mascaras every now and then, but honestly, I always go back to my drugstore Covergirl mascaras. They are the best. I love the original Lash Blast. I love the Lash Blast Fusion. I love the Lash Blast, the Clump Crusher one, and I have recently fallen in love with the new, this is technically the supersizer, but this is actually the version that came out in the Covergirl Queen collection. So they actually call it the False Lash Drama, but this is the exact same thing as the Covergirl supersizer, the one that comes in the turquoise tube. Same formula, same brush. I get the exact same length, the same wear. I love it. This isn't the waterproof version. I'm sure they do have a waterproof version, but this non-waterproof version lasts a really long time. I don't get any smudging, any flaking. It makes my lashes look long and big, and love it. Can't rave enough about it. Ride or Die lipstick. You guys would think, based on the amount of lipstick I own, that this would be hard, but it's not. And if you guys follow me on Snapchat or watch any of my other videos, you guys know that this lipstick, the Urban Decay Matte Revolution lipstick in the shade Matte After Dark, is my Ride or Die. I absolutely love it. It's the perfect kind of berry, pinkish, fuchsia berry color. It just looks so good on my complexion. Now, Urban Decay has discontinued their Revolution lipstick line, and they released that giant Vice lipstick line, but luckily they did bring this color back. So look for the shade After Dark in their Comfort Matte finish. It's the exact same thing as this, same color, same formula, just different packaging. Ride or Die liquid lipstick. Now, you guys know the formula I was going to mention, I'm sure. It is my Lonely Planet liquid lipsticks. It was hard for me to narrow down a color, I will say that, but this is the color that I have found myself always reaching for and gravitating towards because I feel like it's a very unique color in the Lonely Planet liquid lipstick line. This is the shade Lori, and it is a gorgeous kind of burnt orangey red color. It's so unique. It kind of reminds me of like a pumpkin-y type color, but I wear this year round. I think it's perfect in the summer because it does have that orange base, but it's perfect in the fall and winter because it's still muted and dark. It's not bright or neon or anything, and it's just so flattering if you have a tan complexion or honestly any complexion. This is just such a flattering, unique lip color. Ride or Die gloss. Now, you guys know I'm not a big lip gloss person, to be perfectly honest, so even if this product wasn't in my collection, I don't think I would cry over it or anything. But if I did have to pick a gloss to keep, I would probably keep this one. This is the Buxom, what is this even called? Their full-on lip polish, and this is in the shade Celeste. And you guys know I really do like these Buxom lip glosses. They are minty and a little tingling, so if that's not something you like to have on your lips, you definitely won't like these. But I like them. They're really comfortable. They make my breath feel fresh, even though, you know, it's not doing anything for your dental hygiene, but it does feel like it's making me feel fresher and just nicer. And this color in Celeste is just so sparkly and shimmery. It doesn't deposit a lot of actual pigment, but it does deposit so much of that shimmer and glitter. Ride or Die lashes. Now, this was actually really easy for me to pick. I would 110% keep my Esqido eyelashes. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have the actual style that I love to death. I think I just tossed away my last pair like last week, so I need to go purchase those again. They are in the style Lashlorette, and I love them, but this is what the Esqido box looks like. This style I'm showing you guys here is called Big City Nights. Now, this style is pretty big and pretty long and pretty voluminous, and I do like dramatic false lashes. The Lashlorettes are fairly dramatic, not quite as dramatic as these. I also have a pair of Esqido lashes on right now. Honestly, they are the most comfortable eyelashes. They last so long. If you guys take care of them, they will last you like a whole month. I mean, you can get some really good wear out of these. They are expensive. They are a mink lash, so if those are things you're not into, you don't like it, I completely understand, but I mean, nothing has worn as well, as comfortably, and as long as my Esqido lashes. So I keep going back to them. I absolutely love them. I honestly can't get enough. Ride or Die eyeshadow palette. This is going to come as a no shock to you if you have ever asked me the question, what eyeshadow palette should I get as a beginner in my makeup stash to kick off my makeup collection? I always answer with this palette. It is the best. Every single person needs it in their collection. It is the Lorac Pro palette, the original one, not the Pro 2, not the Pro 3, not the Mega Pro, the original Pro palette in the black packaging. It is honestly the best eyeshadow palette. Absolutely everybody must own it. I'm sure you guys have seen this layout already. It's got 16 shadows, 8 are matte at the top, 8 are shimmery at the bottom. You have a mix of different colors. I mean, they're all relatively neutral, but you have some warm tones, you have some cool tones, you have a matte dark brown, a matte black, a matte white, and then a bunch of really nice shimmery colors for lid, outer corner, smoky. I mean, you can do so many different looks with this palette. Ride or Die setting spray. Now, I used to be head over heels in love with setting spray, and I'll be honest, recently it's kind of made my face feel like I'm wearing hairspray and like kind of just tight, and I don't know if that's just my skin sort of changing or maybe I'm just using different products. I'm not really sure what it is, but I have really been reaching for my MAC Fix Plus. If you guys know anything about Fix Plus, you guys know that this is not a long wearing type setting spray. You can spray this on your skin, but really all it's going to do is give you a little bit of dewiness, a little bit of a glow. It's gonna help your foundation and your powder kind of mesh with your skin a little better and look less powdery, less cakey, more skin-like, and that's what I love about this. Like I said, I do have oily skin, so I tend to kind of pile on the powder, and sometimes I can go a little overboard, so it's kind of like Fix Plus to the rescue. It just kind of saves my face, saves my makeup, makes it look really good, and if I'm ever feeling like my face is dehydrated, even if I'm not wearing foundation or makeup at all, I will just spritz this on as kind of a refreshing spray. It's just a really good product. I love it. And finally, we have Ride or Die perfume. And let me just start off by saying I am extremely fickle with perfumes. I mean, I have serious commitment issues. I am that girl who will go into Sephora and spray something on her and be like, oh my God, I love this perfume, I need it right now, and I will buy it. And then the next day I will go spray another perfume. Oh my God, I love this perfume, I need to buy it. So with that being said, there is one perfume that is more of a recent discovery. So I don't wanna say like, oh, I'm gonna repurchase this over and over and over, because honestly, I've never repurchased perfume because I always find something else that's, I feel, is even bigger and better. But this is a perfume I have been using religiously for like 2 months now. So that is a ride or die for me when it comes to perfume. This is the Armani Si perfume, and I feel like from the bottle it looks so like, I don't know. I guess it just looks really mature, which isn't a bad thing at all, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something that like a 23-year-old would be into, but I really love it. It's really sexy and sultry, but it's kind of sweet. When you first smell it, you're probably gonna think it smells kind of generic, which is sort of what I thought at first too. But once you spray it on your skin and it kind of dries down, give it like 10 or 15 minutes to kind of dry down, and that sweetness really comes out and it just smells really, really good. Okay guys, that is everything. That is my ride or die makeup tag. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are watching this video, I tag you to do it. I'm not gonna tag anybody specifically, but I tag you. So go make this video or let me know in the comments down below what your guys' ride or die makeup items are, because I would love to read them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video very soon. I will see you then. Bye! If you guys haven't heard of the brand Makeup Monsters, it is an online indie brand only available to Nikki. These are all Nikki's looks that she created with the palette. And can I just say, Nikki is gorgeous.